morning. We're all having a wonderful day so far. So it is Thursday right now, and I just decided I want to film another video today. A day in my life, I guess. I have no idea what to film today yet because there's nothing specific or exciting planned. It's just a normal day in Leah's life. It is about, what o'clock? 7:50 right now, maybe 7:30, and I'm at the gym. I already got up today at 6:30. Took 30 minutes to do my devotional, some Bible reading and prayer with my first cup of coffee. However, I learned that it is very beneficial not to have caffeine in the first 2 hours after waking. So I still love and enjoy the taste of coffee in the mornings, which is why I switched to decaf coffee for my first cup. Still kicks my butt just the same because I like going to the gym right after. So I take those 30 minutes to properly wake up, then come to the gym, and as you see, I have the whole gym for myself every morning, which is amazing. One of the main reasons why I like working out in the morning and why I got used to working out in the morning. So I'm doing upper body today. I have around 3 more exercises to go, I think, then I'm done. And I think then I'm gonna go tan a little bit. I'm still on the mission to get a little bit of a tan. We're getting there. And my hair is done. I have a new hair color, as you can see. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. Gotta finish my workout now, and then I'll be back. Alright, let me catch you up. I think the last time I filmed was about a week and a half ago. The Wednesday after I stopped filming, I had a hair appointment. That was already planned for 3 or 4 weeks, I think, because I wanted to get my hair blonder for my brother's wedding that is coming up. And I will link her below. She's located in Sunnyvale in the Salon Republic. That's it's like a business where small businesses can rent spaces, and she did an amazing job. She was also so kind with advising me what actually to do. I went and I only told her I want to get blonder and I want to get an icy blonde. She did everything just perfectly. It took a while. It took about 5 to 6 hours, but 100% worth it. I love it. And it also did stay quite healthy, I feel like. I do treat it very well. I do use a lot of coconut oil. I do use conditioner in the shower and also spraying conditioner, dry shampoo and heat protection. I'm just trying everything I can to just keep it nice and healthy as possible, because around 4 years ago, I got my hair blonde once and it fell out completely. It was longer than, it was a lot longer. It was probably here. And then it fell out up to here, I think. It was a drastic change, and I never went to the hair cutter to get it cut to get it that short, so don't want to have that happen again. But as of now, I'm really happy with it. I got used to it in the beginning, last week. Right after I got it done, it was very white. Now it's more like a blondish white, and I love it more and more as the days go on, I feel like. Anyway, update to what I'm trying to focus on this week, because every week we are trying to get a new challenge, right? So 2 weeks ago around, I did the butter fast. That didn't really work out that well. Last week I tried the egg fast, which was quite okay. No, that was 2 weeks ago. Last week I tried a little bit more of an omelette style, which was interesting. The food really tasted very well, but for that one meal I realized I overate a little bit. So after the meal I felt really tired and sluggish and just not well, and that wasn't very productive or beneficial for my lifestyle, I think. So what I'm doing right now, instead of focusing on, I still focus on what I eat and when I eat, but my main priority right now is to get my lifestyle in, I want to say. So every morning I do my workouts no matter what, because sometimes with the OMAD, when I woke up in the mornings, I was kind of a little bit hungry, I guess, and just didn't want to push myself. I rather wanted to stick to the OMAD, so I skipped my workout. Don't want to do that this week, so I am very consistent right now with the morning workouts. I do walk a lot also throughout the day with Kona, just outside to get some more sun. And on top of that, I'm doing a meal at 11-ish and a meal at 4 to 5-ish. So I have an 18-hour fast and a 19-hour fast and 5-hour eating window, something like that. And it's going very well. I do not feel stuffed or bloated at any time during the day, but I gotta say that when I finish my meals, I could keep eating. So that's still a challenge where I need to tell myself, well, you're getting food in a couple of hours again. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna sit here for a little longer, then I'll get ready for work. I'm gonna work from home today, and then in a couple of hours I'll have meal 1. So it's now about 3 hours after I worked out and 4 hours after I got up. Meal 1, it is 11, almost 11 o'clock. I'm having around a third of a pound of ground beef, just a little bit less than a half of the pound. This is grass-fed, grass-finished. You literally taste the difference. It's so delicious. And I really like when it fries a little bit in butter. It gives it like specific kind of taste to it. It's really, really good. Topped with another tablespoon of butter and an ounce of, I think here I have goat cheese right now. I do love having an ounce of cheese, at least a tablespoon of butter, and at least like a third of a pound of beef for each of my meals. Currently eating twice a day. This is meal number 1. Also still finishing my coffee and then getting back to work. So the best price of beef that I could find, especially ground beef. So ground beef is the budget friendliest option of beef that you can find. But the best price of grass-fed ground beef is by far Walmart. There I get the whole pound for under $5. I think they sell it for $4.89 right now. So I do usually stock up on this. By the way, right now I used a little bit of that, and the rest I tried to form into patties. It was still a little frozen because I have all my beef and all my meat actually in the freezer. And then the day before, so right after I finished my last meal actually, I look in here and pick and choose, decide what I want to have tomorrow for lunch and breakfast and lunch, I guess. Which is why this is still a little frozen. I had it in the, I had it in the fridge overnight and unpacked it right now. I think you call it dry aging. So you put salt on it and then just let it rest in the fridge, preferably overnight for 24 hours. I just forgot to do that yesterday. So we're doing that right now. Also, let me do a fridge tour. Okay, starting over here. Water, sparkling water, normal water, and some energy drinks for Abe. Down here we have the meat for today. Cod liver. I started having them at work and then they're just so good that I started ordering them for at home as well. I do only get them on Amazon. I can't find them in stores. Same with sardines, though I think you can get those at Whole Foods as well. Super delicious. But with sardines, if I eat them, I usually do 2 cans because they're just a little. Over here we have calf liver for Kona. She gets that raw. This is just some leftover cake for Abe. See, and that's so interesting to me. I always did love cake, but this, after eating how I eat right now, it's not appealing to me at all. I'm really good with just my meats and cheeses and eggs. Eggs, by the way, of course, we also have. Vital Farms is my preferred way of eggs. Over here, cheese. These are my open cheeses. What do we have here? Some goat cheddar and normal goat cheese. They're both super delicious, but I'm also really excited to try this goat cheese really soon. Some turkey breast, lemon juice, and avocado mayo. Over here we have our butter. I do go through half a stick of butter a day. Duck fat for Kona, because we are feeding Kona a proper doggy diet as well. So she's only getting meats and eggs and stuff like that too, and she is loving it. So this is pretty much our fridge. I have some, what do you call them? Vitamins, multivitamins. Don't look at that. I barely ever use them. Sometimes when I remember, I do take iodine, but that's pretty much it. I'm not touching those here anymore. I think this is a multivitamin. Yeah, not really. I do get a lot of vitamin D from the sun, so good with that. And now to the fun part, the freezer. Here we have a little bit of vegetable and fruits. This is pretty much all Abe, some burger buns and tortillas. This is my collection of bones. Maybe I make it today, but eventually, soon, I want to make bone broth. And any bones that we have left over, I put in there and just freeze it. This is all for Abe. And here we have different kinds of meats. I have short ribs, I have oh, I'm so excited for this, flanken steaks. It's also short ribs, but cut differently. What is this? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, ribeye, of course, ribeye. Then we have some chicken and some more ribeye. Amazing, very exciting. And then here a whole bunch of ground beef. I usually have the ground beef throughout the week, and then chicken also throughout the week, and then steak on weekends as a little treat. This is some more grass-fed beef. I got this one from Sprouts. We also have it at work, so whenever I do eat at work, I eat this. It's not as good as the ground beef though. It's a little bit more dry. And then for funsies, also a little bit of bacon. I do love bacon. I also recently had some bacon. No, not bacon. This is pork belly. Apparently it's supposed to taste like bacon. I did not like it as much. It was kind of dry to me. Maybe I cooked it wrong. Okay, it seems like I'm especially hungry today. While cooking, I already had 2.5 eggs right now. Half of the egg I gave to Kona. But I'm making my favorite meal. A little, oh, perfect. A little, what, beef pancake. Let that roast on high for a tiny bit longer. And then we're ready to eat. So meal 2 of the day. Honestly, I think that's more like 3/4 of the pound. I had a little bit too little for breakfast, I guess. Maybe that's why I was so much more hungry. But here we have the rest of the beef. So altogether, I had a pound of beef today. Then some more cheese, so 2 ounces of cheese a day. 1 tablespoon of butter. The other tablespoon was in the pan with the grease. And then I also put the beef grease in here, the one that was in the pan, to let this butter melt and soften up a little bit. So I'll use that as a sauce to dip my beef in. So altogether, half a stick of butter, 2 ounces of cheese, beef, and then if I'm still hungry, I fill up on eggs. I didn't have a good night of sleep last night, so I assume that's the reason why I'm so hungry today, honestly. Whenever I'm tired, I'm much more hungry. But let's see. I like the patties really nice and thin. This time they didn't really end up that thin, but Walmart's ground beef is always so nice and juicy. It's just crazy to me. Ever since I'm eating this way, first of all, grocery shopping is so much easier because I really barely have any perishables that can go bad. You can freeze any meat, and to be honest, it's also cheaper, even if you go for pasture-raised, grass-fed. Last time I went grocery shopping was on Monday, I think. I spent $200, and that's gonna last us for a good 3 weeks, I think. Crazy. Now, today is Thursday, and on Thursday, Abe has worship practice at night because he's still the worship leader and worship pastor at our church as well. So on Thursdays, I usually have the evening for myself. Once school starts, I'll need it to study, but right now, I usually take it easy on Thursday nights, just watch a movie or spend some time editing or cuddling with Konita. And today, I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna watch. I asked Abe for some movie recommendations. He sent me 4 movies that I can pick from, so that will be fun. Besides that, I'm not gonna do a lot today anymore. I'm really, really tired. I really didn't sleep well last night, and nights like that always get me the next day. They always catch up to me, and they always make me really really hungry, to be honest. Anyway, since I'm eating like I'm eating right now, I am much more able to control my hunger and my appetite and know how to deal with it. So in general, I usually eat about a pound of meat a day, half a stick of butter, 2 ounces of cheese, and eggs if I'm still hungry. So I do listen to my body and my hunger every single day. And whenever I'm hungry, I eat. Whenever I'm not hungry, I just don't eat. And sometimes at night, especially, you get a craving. But just nowadays, I'm just so much more able to distinguish between hunger and just craving, and drink a big glass of water and just get over it. So much to that. Also, I would have never guessed that I'll end up on 2 meals a day. Like, what? 6 months? In March, I was still eating about 8 times a day. First meal right after getting up until like 10 p.m. at night so that I don't get hungry before bed. I was always on this very mainstream bodybuilding diet where you want to have 6 to 7 small meals, 200, 300 calories throughout the day. Now, my meals have 700 to 1,000 calories each, but the thing is that the meals I'm eating, the foods I'm eating are so calorie and nutrient dense that you don't need to fill up your stomach as much to get the same amount of nutrients. And what I heard a lot recently, and what is just so true, is your body doesn't count calories, it counts nutrients. And then once it gets enough nutrients, it will tell you that it's full. So once you eat your 1,000 calories of nutrient-dense food, even though it just looks like a little bit on your plate, you will be so satisfied that you don't even have to go through cravings. So that's the great thing. I don't remember the last time I had cravings. The only thing I currently sometimes crave is cream, like whipping cream, which is super like fine to eat. Whenever I want to have it, I just eat it. It's like with cheese. Like whenever I want to have cheese, I have cheese. And then ice cream maybe. And ice cream I do let myself enjoy from time to time, just not all the time. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I just like to eat so that my body feels amazing and great, and it's just so much easier if you don't get hungry every 2 hours. So I ate, and now I'm gonna be okay until tomorrow, 11 o'clock or so. I'll have a good night with Kona. Hey Kona, show your face, come on. She recently fell from the couch, so she's a little bit scared of jumping up here sometimes. Can you? Oh yeah, good job. Good job. Well, anyway, we wish you a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you did, that really helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. No idea what to film next, so please give me some ideas. I start school in like a week and a half, so not sure how much I'll be able to share, but I'll do my best. Keep me updated with what you want to see, and then I'll talk to you soon. Bye!